Today I was off last week because it was too hot up here and there's fire warnings out, so lots of paths might have been closed. I'm assuming today we're alright. We're at San Jose. I'm going to look at one or two paths that I haven't walked before, just to see if there are any other different routes that we can walk. I seem to have walked most up here. So, again, it's a warm day, but very quiet and very nice. If you look around. I don't know why I've got blue trees on this. I'm hoping they're not going to be blue at the end of the day. I'm walking towards the Chinchero path. Then I'm going to leave that and go, if we're going to the Almond Walk, there's a second track off that I haven't been on. According to the map and the contour lines, it's broadly spaced and it walks in, you can walk in the contour line, so it should be possible to get through there. We'll see later. It's so nice to be in the countryside. It's so quiet, away from the bloody mad tourism of Los Cristianos and Las Americas, the idiocy of the whole situation. Just to get out and be quiet, somewhere nice and peaceful and natural. Wonderful. Well, I must have missed the first turn off on the right, but that just takes us to, if you walk through it, back to the return, or the Almond Walk start that goes past the Embalser. This one is different, lots of dogs. There were a couple of cars in the car park when we got there. I presume the family of dogs come from one of them. We're now approaching the turn off onto the path that goes up to Chinchero. I'm staying on the track round about where the sign is for the beehives. There's a track that goes in to the left. I've never been down that. It's where I'm going today, and there you can see the Chinchero path. As I say, I'm going this way and trying to find a new path. There is a track that goes off there. It takes you into the bottom, walks up parallel here, but there in front of us is a second path. I think that joins onto the roads, onto the tracks that I found last time. I turned left. There was a turn right, which I think comes to that track. Another day I'll walk that one. I'm not sure that the video is working correctly, and just had to reset my tracking app on Outdoor Active. I think it's collecting all the data, but we'll see later. In a short while we'll be coming up to this track I turned left on last time. I went searching for a new path. It goes in and up onto the top track towards Montaña Negra, and this is the track we're coming up to now. But it has to go over that mountain that's in front of us. There's a fairly big mountain there, and it eventually comes into a dead end where you've got to go over the mountain. So this track there goes one side of the mountain, I'm hoping that the next track that I know, and I'm going to find, goes around the other side of the mountain. Although, I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. Well, I know that the track I showed you earlier finishes up having to go up a mountain. I know that if I continue this, eventually I have to climb up past the gallery up that slippery slope covered in pine needles. So presumably the one I'm going to try and find has to climb up somewhere, but I don't know where. It's still a bit further on, round the next bend and down a bit. Just past a second lady walking with her two dogs, presumably going back to the other car that is parked. A nice day for walking. Well, there's a track there. It's not the one I'm thinking of using, but there's a mountain there. I've got to go halfway up to get to the trail to the Montagna Negra, and I had to from further back. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the next one, which is just past or down towards where the beehives are. Here we are. Let me show you some things. That's being a little gala there, and come round this way. That's the track we normally come up. The beehives are down there. That's the track we normally walk down. I'm going to go up this track. Now, it obviously has got car tracks on, so someone's been up here collecting stuff. I will have to climb up there somehow, but I seem to be past the other mountain. We're going to see. Well, that didn't go very far, a few hundred metres, and that must be the track from the other entrance. Well, we're going to have to go that way, see where we come to. It may be that this is the one I've walked coming down from the other side. I don't know. But again, there are still car tracks here, so they do get up so far. We'll see where it goes. Well, another track coming in from the left. I'm going right all the time, so whether this is the one I've walked, I don't know. It could well be. If so, they all go to the same place. But if it is, I shall be walking up onto the top of the mountain again, at the side of a water pipe that goes over the top. We'll see in a minute. That's another track coming in from the left. The whole area down there is riddled with tracks, but there is nothing on the maps about any of these at all. According to the outdoor active map, according to the Google Earth, you can't see any of these tracks at all. I looked this morning. Right, keep going. Well, it looks as though I'm coming to the edge of a lava field and a steep climb. You can see this right up there, the edge of either a cliff face or the lava flow coming down here. So around this next corner we'll find out what kind of walk I've let myself in for today. Oh. Well, I don't know how well you can see that. Maybe not very well at all. But basically what it's saying is if I go straight on, there's a 20-metre climb onto the top of the lava field, but then I'm on the top track. However, if I go in that direction, according to this, I'm walking along a contour line. It isn't very hilly, but it's overgrown. But we will try that. It's I can't see the distance it's not much more than a few hundred metres, so we will go that way. Although it says I'm on a contour line, there's a massive drop here. I think the contour line maybe goes that way. Somebody has walked that way, that it's the pine needles are flattened. I think that is the way I came up when I had to climb over the top. So I would be going back down to the bottom. I'll see if I can carry on going right. If not, it'll be down to the bottom. But I should cross the track I did last time. I'm trying to keep in the clear. That looks as though somebody's walked up there. It still looks flat there compared to where I'm walking now. But I don't know where they went. If I go that way, I'm starting to climb up at the side of the lava field is there now. That side is the flat area. So I could maybe see if this path leads up onto the top of the lava field. I may do that, go up there. This is quite hard now. I've had to come through two trees there that I had to push apart. I'm on the first edge of the lava field here and still going up there. The top of the lava field, you can see, is there another 20 or 30 metres above me. But that's where the track is. So we'll continue to go straight up. I'm having a quick water stop, just had the water. Got my second stick out because it's getting to the stage where I think I need 2 sticks. I'm getting closer to the top, but as you can see, it's not a well-worn path, this at all. I'm going to go through that gap up there, through between them 2 trees, see what's over the other side. Eventually it does flatten out this, and it becomes easy to walk, but I don't know how far away from that I am. Right, just about ready. I think the colour on this is going to be all wrong. I think the white balance has gone. Never mind, I'm going up there and I will have tracked it, so I will have got a route. I can do it again. I've had my water stop, I'm back ready to walk, so we'll get going. Another little bit of filming in a few minutes' time. Walking with 2 sticks is definitely easier. It'll not make any difference on that at all. There's a big lava field in between me and the other side. So, rather than go that way, I'm going to go down slightly and round these trees. I think there may be a drop on the other side of that. I'm over that little ridge. It looks as though the lava field may have run out. Although it's overgrown down here. It is space and you can walk through it, so I may be through the worst of it. We'll see in a few minutes' time. Well, I seem to be through the worst of it. This is fairly open forest now, no real undergrowth. I'm not, and what vaguely looks like a track in front of me. So I'm going to walk up this. There is still a lava field over there on that side, but I'm getting nearer to the top of that, so I'll keep going. Well, although this looks like open countryside, we have the lava field there, and I have another mountain there, but I'm hoping I'm going to go up between. I'm going to switch off for a minute and check my GPS to see exactly where I am. Well, I'm not sure you can see the GPS, but I'm down there about, and I'm going up there. That path there is the path down. That's the Chinyero path back down from the top. So, keep going up here, should get me there. I thought it looked as though there was a path here. There is, and there are cairns. So, this has been walked by people. More cairns. Some in the distance there. Obviously, it's going to take me onto the top track, this. What I may do, rather than go down the Chinyero path, which I've done millions of times, I may come back and walk down to the bottom of this track, see where it comes out. Would make a nice walk. But I'll make sure this just go up to the top first. The reason people have been up here is it joins the path that we go down. So the very steep one going down. Although I don't explain where it comes from. So I now know this. If I continue up, we'll join the main track on the top. That's not a problem. So what I've been out for 50 minutes now. I told Jen an hour and a half. So I'm going to reverse my route now and walk down and see where this track actually goes. It may go back to the gallery that we normally go past, but I'll see when we get there. The track we normally go off down to the gallery is on the other side of this particular lava flow. It's a very thin piece of lava flow. I'm now on the, if you look from the top, on the right hand side of this flow, so it could join the same path at the bottom, but it's got to be beyond the lava flow and near where I started out. We will see. It's interesting. I came up through there close to the lava field. This track now is moving away from the lava field, so the cairns are still here, so they are cairn there. So we'll keep going. We've got cairns in front of us, and somebody's put a little bit of path in. And that's probably because we're now going into the deep undergrowth that I had to get through to get up there. So somebody has been down here and attempted to start marking a path. But it suggests they came up this way. Now I think I'm on my own. I can't see any... Oh, I can see one cairn there. Yeah. And they've gone through the undergrowth at this point. Right, I'm going to switch off to go down here. We're very conscientious. There's a cairn there and a cairn there to mark the fact we're going down here. This looks like a water runoff they've followed. And obviously once I get in here, it's going to be difficult to film, so I'm switching off. Still got cairns, but now beginning to get... Let's climb over this carefully. There, as you can see, this is a bit in the middle that is really a pain, but they may have found a reasonable way through it. If so, it will be a different walk. Well, it appears to be through the bad bit. I helped a bit by building a couple of cairns on the way through. I suppose we all ought to help if people with no GPS might find it difficult, but it is kind of followable if you haven't got the cairns, but it would be difficult. Like this bit, which way do you go here? There's a small cairn over there, so I'll go this way. But you've got to be looking for these small cairns and little markers like that. Someone spent some time up here trying to make life easier for people. It's fairly rough, this bit of walk, but you're not scraping your legs all the way. And I don't know. Oh, there we are, another cairn. Nice of the people. And another one. Oh, yeah, we go right there, there's a cairn. And they've built a small wall here to tell you you're on the right way. And it looks as though there's a path going down here. They've marked the cairns here and a pathway down. There's a pathway up. So we will see where this goes. I hope the colour's not too badly off. I'm in bright yellow flower country. Very pretty. Thought these had all gone, but these are the brooms, I think, or the type of broom. You do have to be aware of brushing against your legs in these areas. More significantly, the ones at head height that you miss can be a bit of a problem, but it's fairly safe. I may have lost a track. It appeared to come through there, but there are no cairns, but then there's no rocks to build cairns with. It does look as though it's been trampled down there, but also this way looks easier, so I'm going this way. Oops. Oh, there we are. Ah, I now know where I am. This is the water pipe I followed over the top last time I climbed up here. So we must be nearly at the bottom of the track. If I keep going down here and carefully walk into the bottom, I think I'm back down. And it looks as though this is where they walked, although there's no cairns down here. But once you get here, you get another track. Ah, that's a track I went up on and walked over the top. They found an easier way down. This way now just leads back home. So, I'll walk down here and I might take the right turn instead of the left turn. I think I can try the other bit of track on the way back as well to get a different way. We'll see. There should be a track off to the right a bit further down here. I'll take that. That takes me back in to the forest, but there was a right and a left turn on this track. I turned left when I came back last time. If I carry straight on, it's effectively finding out where the right turn goes to, which will be interesting. But the track can't be much farther down here. I know it's where this track skirts this mountain and the other track runs into it somewhere down the bottom of this little hill. So with a bit of luck, we'll see that in a second. I obviously missed a track to the right because I'm back on the main track going home now. This is a track we normally walk back on as I'm joining. I walked up this track when I did a video trying to find my way up that one. I was hoping I could come down on the far side, but never mind. It's been a good day. I found something new, and I found a way onto the top that I didn't know. The way I went up that track was a lot harder, so that was an easy way. But I didn't find the other track that runs in there and comes out further down. This pipe that goes there goes right up and over the top from where I've come down. I think you can see where it goes up there, but there is a track up there as well. That's what I was hoping to find, the way back that way, but I might have to walk up that track next time. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks as though there may be, from where I am my dot to the track. If I walk round this mountain in the forest there, I might be able to get round to a different path back. So I'm going up there into the forest. Well, I could join the track down there, but according to the GPS, if I stay on this contour, I should join a different track. So I'm going to see if I can get through this, find this new track. The GPS says straight on this contour line 150 metres to the new track. I can obviously go down to the track down there. There appears to be a track coming up there. I think that goes down to where the Chignero track path goes off. Up there is different. Never walked that. We'll see. Well, I've just come through deep undergrowth, but there is a path in front of me as far as I can see. I'm not yet to the path that's marked on the maps, but this definitely looks like a path that's been walked. No cairns about or anything, but is flattened, and I am on the contour line, and it looks as though it continues. So it may be as I found the way out. Well, looks as I found the way out. The path does continue, comes to here, and now I'm on the path that I've walked before. This goes down, and there's two. See, that is a fascinating track. Where does that go? Let me have a quick look on the GPS, see if you can see it, before I go down this one. So, we're going to go down here, not up there. The batteries are beginning to run out on this, but we're nearly home now. There's some interesting bits on this track. I've walked down this one before. There are two left turns that take us back to join some tracks down to the Almond Walk return, or if I continue down here I should finish up on the main track back to the water tower. The track takes me back to the water tower. That takes me round another pretty piece of walk, which is goes back. Well, it can't be to this walk I came off. We're on the wrong side of the path, but this goes back to the main path. That one goes round as well. Now I'm confused. They both go back to the Almond Walk return path. Yeah, they're different to the other tracks on the other side. It gets confusing after a while. There are so many of these tracks. This is more pleasant than the normal walk back to the water tower. But I need to find out how to get across that bit of dense undergrowth, or round it. It might mean walking up the mountain a bit more to get round that. And then that would make this a nice walk, probably better than the walk we normally go on. It doesn't reach the Chignero path. There's another path going off there, which will probably take us further on. This looks like we're joining to the main path in a minute, which means we're very near the end of the walk. I'm 3 minutes to the end according to what I told Jen, and they're pretty luck. And here we are, back on the main path, back to the water tower, which is now 400 metres away. So we're on time. It's been an interesting walk today.